What can I make?
Created by Starfall.
What can I make out of this page? I will make a ship. I must make a shape. I will do it like this. I will share with you. You can make a ship like I did. You must make the same shape. We did it! We made ships. Let's take them out to the lake. We can race them here. What a great game! My ship sank, but your ship is great.
The end.
Teeth.
Created by Starfall.
Meet Pete. These are his teeth. He takes good care of them. Pete has more teeth than Matt. Matt has more teeth than Nan. Nan has only one. Pete feels his back teeth, then feels his top teeth. Out pop Pete's top teeth. Matt says, "That's great! Now you will get big teeth." Matt tells Pete, "Set your teeth here." Where did Pete's teeth go?
The end.
A long bike ride.
Created by Starfall.
Tim is on a bike ride. He knows he must not go over the white line. Tim rides his bike over one pile, then the other. "I would like to do that again," says Tim. Tim rides a long, long way. "I feel like I have been riding for miles," he says. Tim takes time to look at the lake. "The sun is going down," he says. "It's time to go." Tim knows the way back. He rides over the two piles again. Dad asks, "Did you have a nice ride?" "Yes," says Tim, "but now I would like some pie."
The end.
Tate is shy.
Created by Starfall.
Who is she? Said Pam. I don't know, said Tim. Pam and Tim had never seen Tate before. Tate was nice, but she was shy. She was from a long way away. She did not know the other kids. Let's sit by her, said Tim. I think she is shy. I think you are right, said Pam. Tate saw Pam and Tim coming over to her. They look nice. They might like me, Tate said. I am Pam. This is Tim, said Pam. Can we sit by you? Yes, said Tate. My name is Tate. I am a little bit shy. Pam and Tim did the right thing. They were nice to Tate. Now they have a good pal.
The end. Who will find Dad's hat? Created by Starfall.
Dad could not find his hat. I need it right away, he said. Tell us about the hat, said Mom. What kind of hat is it? Said Tate. It can't be any hat. It must be a wild hat, like this one, said Dad. Where could it be? Said Mom. We can find it, said Tate. Mom got into a bin. It is not in here, she said. I do not know where it went, said Dad. Tate saw a hat. Could it be the right one? Is this your hat, Dad? Said Tate. Yes, thank you. What a great find, said Dad.
The end.
The Rose.
Created by Starfall.
Pete's dad just got a rose from the shop. He made a hole. Dad put the rose into the hole. He told Pete, "It is up to us to look after it." "We will give it a good home," said Pete. Dad got a hoe from the shed. Pete got a rake. "Would you get the hose too?" said Dad. "The hoe gets rid of the weeds," said Dad. "I will rake them away," said Pete. "Good work," said Dad. Pete put the hose on their rose. Dad said, "We must keep looking after this rose." "I think the rose needs us," said Pete. "Yes, just like I need you," said Dad.
The end.
Little Bo Peep.
Created by Starfall.
Tate and Pete are in a show. The show is Little Bo Peep. Tate is Little Bo Peep. Pete is one of her sheep. Little Bo Peep cannot find her sheep. She looks high, she looks low. "I don't know where they went," she says. She looks over here. She looks over there. "Where can they be?" she says. "Come out! Come out!" she yells. "Look! Here comes Pete and the other sheep. The sheep are all in a row. Tate and Pete were great. What a fine show.
The end.
Never too old to roll.
Created by Starfall.
Mom told Pete and Joe, "Go out. You are inside way too much." Pete and Joe were very cold. Their noses were cold. Their hands were cold too. "I don't like to go out when it is cold," said Pete. What would they do? Joe thought about it. Pete thought about it. "We could roll down that hill," said Joe. "I'll do it, but only if you do it too," said Pete. Joe was bold. He went rolling, rolling, rolling down the hill. Pete did it too. They did it again and again. Mom came rolling down the hill. "You are never too old to roll," said Mom.
The end. Shoot hoops. Created by Starfall. Pam likes to shoot hoops. She has a net. She can shoot hoops at any time. Tate asks, "Can I shoot hoops too?" Pam says, "Yes." Now there are 2 kids shooting hoops. Tate zooms by Pam. She lets the ball loose. She gets it into the net. "Great work," says Pam. Pam knows how to get by Tate. She soon puts one into the net too. "Great work," says Tate. Pam and Tate need to cool down. Shooting hoops is a lot of work. They sit in Pam's little pool. Pam's dad has food for them. "Thank you," cheer Pam and Tate. The end.
Tim hooks his first fish.
Created by Starfall.
"Let's go fishing," said Dad. "Where should we go?" asked Tim. Mom took down a book of maps. "Look in here to find a lake," said Mom. "We can go here or there," said Dad. "I think Fish Lake looks good. Let's go there," said Tim. "Yes, let's go to Fish Lake. We have never been there before," said Mom. Mom, Dad, and Tim put their fishing poles, lines, and hooks into their bus. They went to Fish Lake. They sat on the edge of the dock. Tim put his hook into the lake. They sat for a very long time.
Tim thought, I never get any fish. Tim's line shook. Dad saw it. Wouldn't you know it, said Dad. Tim has a fish on his hook. Reel it in, Tim, said Mom. Dad got some wood to make a fire. Let's cook up that fish right now, said Mom.
The end. Lonely Whale Song, created by Starfall. My tale is about a lonely whale. Most whales are not lonely. They live in a pod. Our whale is not with its pod. A pod is 2 or more whales. Whales need their pods to catch fish. Where is our whale's pod? Our whale dives down where it is chilly and cold. It looks for its pod, but sadly, it can't see any other whales. After a while, our whale sings a song. It makes a low, deep tone. This is how a whale calls to its pod. Soon, a low, deep tone comes back. Our whale is very lucky. Its pod is a long way away, but he will find it. Now our whale is back with its pod. It isn't lonely anymore. This is how it should be. I love a happy ending. Don't you? The end.
A mime is mute.
Created by Starfall.
One day, Tate asked her dad, Mr. Tot, if she could work with him. He said, yes, but first you must put on some cute makeup. Mr. Tot said, we will be mimes. What is a mime? Asked Tate. Mr. Tot said, a mime is mute. She uses her body to cue others about funny things that are not there. Tate said, I get it. Look at this cue. Look out, Tate, said Mr. Tot, and put his hands over his face. Don't fall off of the high wire. It was very silly. Tate said, how about this cue? Mr. Tot said, great work. Keep reeling it in. I think you have a huge fish on your line. Tate said, this is my last cue. Mr. Tot asked, how will you get out of that cube? Mrs. Tot saw them working. She said, I hope you get out before your food gets cold. You two were great, said Mrs. Tot. Mr. Tot shook hands with Tate. "You can work with me any day," he said.
The end.
A Ride on the Dunes.
Created by Starfall.
One day, Luke and Tate went to the dunes. It was a long ride. They were happy to be there at last. Tate had never been to the dunes before. Tate was just about to get into the dune buggy when she saw a big sign. "Look," she said, "there are 2 dune rules. Rule 1, read Tate, "you must suit up." The kids put on their dune buggy suits. Rule 2, read Luke, "you must not be rude." "We can do that," said Tate. "We are ready to go." Tate saw a dune buggy. "Look," said Tate, "that dune buggy is before ours. We should let that buggy go first," said Luke. Luke saw a dune buggy. "Look," said Luke, "only 1 dune buggy will fit on that path." Tate said, "Our dune buggy should get off there and let the other buggy pass." Luke and Tate wore their dune buggy suits. They were not rude. They had a great day riding the dunes.
The end. Chapter Book 4. Tate is 6. Created by Starfall. Mom bakes a cake. Dad rakes. Tate takes sashes out of a box. Tate hangs a sash here and there. The sashes must look good. Tate thinks, "Is it time yet? Where is the gang? Will they be late?" "The gang is here! This will be great!" they yell. Tate's dad meets the kids. Her mom takes them to the back. Tate gives her pals hats, fake teeth, and other things. She tells the gang, "Keep these. They are for you." Tate thanks her pals for coming. She feels like a queen. "Where are Pete and Joe?" ask the kids. "They are not here yet. Tate is keeping their things for them." "Who can it be?" ask the kids. "It is Pete and Joe. They have a big box." Joe says, "We were making this for you. That is why we are late." Mom tells the kids, "It is time for a game. Who likes hide and seek?"
Pete is it. Pete finds Joe, but he cannot find any other kids. It takes a long time before Pete finds Tate. He yells, "I see you, Tate. Come out." The kids like this game. Tate gives Pete a high five. Mom asks the kids, "How about this other game?" Pam rolls the dice. It is a high roll. She can go from 1 to 9. Tim rolls the dice. It is a low roll. He can only go from 1 to 2. The kids roll the dice again and again. Tate yells, "Look! Tim will get there before all of us." Tim wins a bowl made of gold. It is time for cake. The kids whoop and cheer for Tate. All of the kids get some cake. Yum! Pete sees Tate's dad. Pete thinks, why is he hiding? Pete yells, "Tate, look at your dad's nose." Dad huffs and puffs. "What is he going to make?" asks Joe. Dad made a rose for Tate. He is great. "We should sing a song for Tate," said Tim. Tate was 5, but now she is 6. Pam, Pete, and Tim are 6 too. The kids had a very good time, but now they have to go home. Tate says, "Thanks, Mom and Dad." Mom and Dad give Tate a kiss on the cheek.
The end.